Hi everyone, I believe by now you should have been learning chemistry for quite a while. But have you ever wondered what is the size of an atom? The size of an atom has an average diameter of 0.1 to 0.5 nanometer. That is 10 to the power of negative 9, which is really small. And how about mass? And in chemistry, it's very hard for us to deal with such a very small mass or volume. So we come up with a system or this constant that will help us to deal with a large number of particles. Just like eggs, we use a dozen. For chemistry, we use mole. And 1 mole is equals to 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 particles, or we call units. And these units can be referred to 3 types. The first type is atom. Our noble gas, they exist as atom, as well as our pure metal. The next one is molecule. For example, hydrogen gas, oxygen, water, and many other examples. The last one, we call it formula unit, which refers to our ionic compounds. So we define Avogadro's constant as the number of units in 1 mole of a substance. Now that we know 1 mole is equals to 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 units, let's try and find the number of atoms present in some substances. For example, the first one, 0.5 mole of zinc. Now we know that zinc is a pure metal, so we multiply 2.5 with Avogadro's constant and we get this amount of atoms. The second example, 0.5 mole of nitrogen. And in one nitrogen molecule, there's actually 2 atoms. So the first step, we multiply 0.5 with Avogadro's constant, and then we multiply by 2 again, because one molecule has 2 atoms. As for the last one, 0.01 mole of ammonium sulfate. If we want to calculate the number of atoms here, ammonium sulfate, there are 15 atoms. So the calculation gives us 9.03 times 10 to the power of 22 atoms. And now we want to look at this new measurement, we call it molar mass. We know that 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 units. And we are interested to find the mass of 1 mole of any substance. So we define molar mass as the mass of 1 mole of substance in gram, and the unit is gram per mole. For example, the molar mass of oxygen is 2 times 16, which is 32. Notice that this is similar to find the relative molecular mass of oxygen. Then, second example, the molar mass of calcium chloride is similar to finding the relative formula mass. So the molar mass is 111. So now you might ask, so what is the difference between molar mass and relative molecular mass or relative formula mass? The difference is the definition. For relative formula mass, it is comparison with 1/12 of a carbon-12 atom, whereas for molar mass, it means the mass of 1 mole of substance. And the second difference is the unit. For relative formula mass, is a comparison, so that's why there's no unit. But for molar mass, is gram per mole. Again, gram per mole, it means the mass of 1 mole. So as a recap, let's look at the meaning of mole again. 1 mole of substance consists of 6.02 times 10 to the power of 23 units. And the unit for mole is mol without the E. And for molar mass is the mass of 1 mole of substance in gram. And now we want to have a formula to relate all these 3 mole, molar mass, and mass. And we can come up with a simple formula: mass equals to mole multiplied by molar mass. If you look at the unit here, gram per mole, multiplied by mole, we'll get gram. We can also have this simple triangle to help us. Mole multiplied by molar mass, we'll get mass. Or if we want to find mole, we can divide mass with molar mass. Now let's look at some examples. To find mass, when we are given mole, we need to multiply by molar mass. From mole to mass, we multiply by molar mass. So I would like you to pause the video for a while to find the mass of these substances by first calculating the molar mass. Alright, let's check the answers. Let's look at C. The mass of 1.5 mole of ammonium nitrate. First, to find the mass, we find the molar mass of ammonium nitrate, which is 80 gram per mole. And then 80 multiplied by 1.5, we get 130 grams. Now for the second example, we would like to find the number of moles when we are given the mass. So using this diagram, from mass to mole, we divide by molar mass, or we can use this triangle to help us. To find mole, we divide mass by molar mass. So the first step is to find the molar mass of each substances. I would like you to pause the video for a while and do the calculations. Alright, let's check the answers. Let's look at A. The molar mass of lead iodide is 461 gram per mole. And to find the number of mole of lead iodide, we divide the mass with the molar mass and we get 0.1 mole. So as a recap, the relationship between mass, mole, and molar mass is in this form: mass equals to mole multiplied by molar mass. So that's all for this lesson.